Hey friends, if you've ever felt a storm brewing in your head or an ache stirring in your bones just before the skies shift, you're not imagining it. If this kind of deep dive into the real human side of science intrigues you, hit that subscribe button now. You're in good company. For years, the idea that weather could physically affect our bodies, giving us headaches, joint pain, or even mood swings, was waved off as imagination or coincidence. But lately, thanks to sharper tools, wearable tech, massive datasets, and renewed scientific curiosity, researchers are revisiting this once-dismissed phenomenon with fresh eyes. Here's the tense question we're chasing throughout this episode. What if the weather isn't just outside us, but inside us? This emerging field even has a name, meteoropathy. It isn't a formal diagnosis yet, but scientists are gathering evidence that weather changes can trigger real physiological responses. Barometric pressure swings, for instance, seem to set off a cascade of changes. Lowered blood oxygen, hormonal shifts, activation of the autonomic fight-or-flight nervous system, all of which prime our bodies for discomfort. Notably, falling pressure, which often precedes storms, can heighten pain sensitivity and disturb sleep. One striking finding: lightning within 25 miles raises migraine risk by 31% according to one study. That's not metaphor, it's measurable. A major meta-analysis from early 2025 confirmed what many of us suspected. Weather changes are a significant trigger factor for migraines. Temperature shifts and ambient barometric pressure show strong associations with migraine attacks. Humidity, interestingly, seems less significant, or at least less consistent. Still, personal sensitivity varies widely. Up to 50% of migraine sufferers say weather triggers their attacks, making it one of the most common, but puzzling, triggers out there. What about joint pain or arthritis? The evidence isn't uniform, but it's compelling for many. A meta-analysis in the Annals of Medicine found low temperatures, high humidity, and high barometric pressure worsening osteoarthritis pain in most studies. The Cleveland Clinic explains how falling pressure allows tissue to expand slightly, which can press on already vulnerable joints, especially in those with arthritis. Cold and damp conditions compound the effect by stiffening tissues and slowing circulation. Some studies also report increased joint pain with colder temps and higher humidity. Still, not all studies align. Some large-scale analyses found no link between rainfall and joint pain, especially when looking at health records from millions of doctor visits. So, weather pains may apply mainly to those predisposed or biologically sensitive, not universally. The tools of today are giving new clarity to these patterns. A 2023 Japanese study using a barometric pressure tracking app correlated over 336,000 headache events with weather data, finding strong links between pressure drops, humidity spikes, and headache frequency. Wearables like Apple Watch and Whoop can now map your body's subtle reactions, heart rate, oxygen levels, stress signs, against atmospheric shifts in real time. This personalized approach is game-changing. Instead of general statements like, "storms give headaches," we can now trace your unique storm signature, a pattern of atmospheric changes that reliably predict your body's response. While this isn't limited to Western populations, there's growing relevance here too. Rising oppressive heat waves with high humidity, are increasing dramatically across India, posing heightened risks to health and comfort. Extreme heat isn't just uncomfortable, it can trigger serious conditions like hyponatremia, particularly among vulnerable groups. That's when your body's sodium balance crashes due to sweating without proper electrolyte replenishment. So even without migraines or arthritis, our bodies can still be weather sensitive, especially when overwhelmed by heat and dehydration. If you've already made it this far, consider subscribing for more human-centered science explorations. We're getting closer to the answer. Here's what experts suggest. Keep a symptom weather journal. Track your pain and aches alongside weather changes to decode your personal response pattern. Stay hydrated, and balance electrolytes, especially in heat waves where risk of hyponatremia rises. Move gently, like light exercise, yoga, or walking, to keep circulation and joints limber. Motion is lotion, as they say. Use mindfulness, breath work, and rest, especially when storms start, and listen to your body rather than push through. Use wearables or symptom apps to catch early warning patterns and anticipate sensitive days. Consider supplements like magnesium or vitamin B2 to ease migraines, but always consult your doctor first. As I wrap up, let me share something many find soothing during these weather-sensitive days. The thermal electric hand warmers, a USB rechargeable device you slip into a pocket or glove. Warmth when your bones feel stormy. Super simple, silently comforting. Link is in the description. Think of it as a gentle ally when the air turns cold or damp. So, what's really going on? Is it brain chemicals, tissue swelling, ancestral survival wiring? The short answer, a bit of all of the above. Atmospheric shifts stress our bodies in measurable ways, and for those tuned into them, the sensation is undeniably real, even if traditional medicine once dismissed it. What about you? Have you ever tracked your weather-body connection? Do changes in storms, humidity, or heat send signals through your body? Share in the comments. I'd love to hear your storm signatures. And if you found clarity or solace in these stories, consider subscribing to Mr. America, where we turn the overlooked into something deeply felt and understood. Friends, our bodies are not just responding to the world, they are dialogue partners with it. Whether through a headache, an ache, or a shift in mood, the weather might just be speaking. Learning to listen is the first step toward harmony. Stay curious, stay in tune, and remember, your body might know what's coming, even before the weather does. Mr. America.